Mepham, welcome to this week's Midweek Update.
Good morning, Mepham, and welcome back to the Midweek Update.
Let's take a look at 3 more STN submissions and the 9/11 stair climb that happened last week.
This and more as we take a look at what's going on this week on Midweek Update. I'm Amanda Ali.
And I'm Jacob Sarduy, and welcome back to Midweek Update, the B&B show that brings you closer to the people and places in and around the Mepham community.
Last Thursday, Mepham held a stair climb event organized by the Senior Participation in Government classes.
B&B's Hannah Broxmeyer has more.
Today we had another amazing community event here at Mepham. We had the 9/11 stair climb. Right now I'm standing in front of a bunch of the posters put up by the Senior Participation in Government classes. These posters are unfortunately the lives we lost in the 9/11 attacks. There was such an amazing turnout today and we raised so much money for Tunnels to Towers. Every single participant here had a different reason for participating.
It's for a great cause, honestly, and, yeah.
To pay my respects, it's a great cause.
My dad was a part of 9/11, so him being a very big factor in my life, inspired me to do a lot of good things and positive things to my community, one of these being the tower climb today.
9/11 impacted so many of us, and I think it's important for our students who weren't born yet to understand what an impact it had on this community as well.
Based on this amazing turnout, I think this will become an annual thing. For B&B, I'm Hannah Broxmeyer.
Thanks, Hannah. As you said, the turnout was unbelievable, and I really hope this becomes an annual event.
Absolutely. An annual tradition here at B&B is the STN Fall Challenge.
In case you didn't get the opportunity to tune into last week's episode, we showed you some of our STN Fall Challenge submissions.
We knew that we couldn't leave out these incredible entries.
Each one I watch gets more and more creative, depending on the prompts.
If you don't remember from last time, STN, or the Student Television Network, is an international association of high schools and middle schools that get the opportunity to submit work and get feedback.
Along with the prompt, there is also a very strict deadline. All of these projects were made in a span of 5 days.
Amanda, how about we stop telling them about these submissions and start showing them?
I could not agree more, but I have a quick question first.
What's up?
Have you ever been sitting at home, struggling with your math homework, and trying to ask your parents for help?
All the time. But my parents never seem to understand what I'm doing and keep saying how different everything is from when they learned it.
I never know what they mean by that. B&B's Haley Hepworth, Tyler Steinberg, Elisetty, and Greg Gallo helped us to figure this out.
They were tasked with the feature story, and the prompt they were given was Crossing the Divide.
Have you ever struggled doing basic math problems such as cross multiplication? You're not the only one. 12 years ago, an important decision was made that revolutionized learning forever. The Common Core initiative was instituted into schools across the country.
Take your X, substitute it in.
Common Core was started in 2010, and the idea was that students would be learning math and English language arts across the United States in the same way. So they would be using the same terminology, they would be learning the same types of lessons and accomplishing the same goals, but throughout the United States, kindergarten through 12th grade.
So Common Core was a way to unify the educational standards that each grade at each level should be.
The Common Core initiative has been highly controversial ever since it was introduced into schools.
It really encouraged me to bring kids into groups, cooperative learning groups, where they can think through problems together, explain concepts to each other, brought more hands-on activities into the classroom than I've ever had before.
Okay. From the perspective of a parent, has Common Core left a positive impact on your children?
My youngest daughter, specifically, has really benefited from Common Core. She was the child who had the Common Core curriculum from the beginning. You know, she was part of the transition, so she was there from when it started. And she really developed an incredible aptitude for doing mental math, which my older child never had the opportunity to.
My younger son was home, so I got to see, the parts that he was missing and the gaps that I had to fill in for him. I went through it like with him and I try to relate it to life. And that's what some of it is, like they want you to have a practical use for the math too. So like fractions related a lot to cooking, pizza, stuff that you have in your everyday life that, oh, now I see what you mean. And that's that connection that they try to make.
The future is nearing in our next generation. Many people are unsure of what the new curriculum Next Gen education entails. While Common Core raised standards for math and English, Next Gen will be adding on science as well. Both forms of education will be used to provide students with the means to create a future not only for themselves, but the world, and time will tell if it left a positive or negative effect. For B&B, I'm Sid Elisetty.
Thanks, Sid. This package was so well created, and I really liked the direction they took with the prompt.
They really thought outside of the box, and it helped me to understand more what my parents were talking about.
Our next submission is a different way to tell a story.
This one is called a Nat sound package.
A Nat package focuses on telling the story using natural sounds that are important for the topic for the story, but the challenge is that they can only use interviews and cannot include a voiceover, which is normally what we hear to help narrate the story.
With the prompt of Rhythm of the Street, James Bickom, Thomas DiSalvo, Finnegan, Corcoran-Doolin, and Matthew Natof bring us through learning how to drive along with some of the difficulties you may face.
Easy. I got this. Driving is exciting, very exciting. It's fun to try to figure everything out and to be able to go wherever you want and have that independence.
I think it's important because it's good for everyone to gain independence, to be able to go where you need to go and not always rely on someone else to get you there.
When you look at teen drivers, they make several mistakes. The biggest mistake is that they're just inexperienced. And because they're inexperienced, they don't have the skill level needed to become a proficient driver yet.
Nailed it.
There's been a lot of times where a situation where a car will come facing us and we have to think quick. Just watch out for that car.
He's 20, 30 feet away. What are you talking about?
To go to the side, but he's getting the hang of it.
Go to the curb and stop.
Okay. Now you gotta go. No. Turn to the right.
Oh, to the right?
Yeah, because you're going the wrong way to park.
The driver's education teacher should teach the students how to drive, and the parents should reinforce that later on.
And go around this way.
I got it.
My favorite part was when you hear Bickom talking in the car and when the horn was honked.
Such a great way to show the natural sounds of being in a car.
You know where you'll need to get using a car?
Where?
The football game on Friday. For more on our football team, here's Makayla Daube with your sports report.
Thanks, Amanda. I'm Makayla Daube with your Midweek in Mepham Sports. Last week, all of the attention in the world of Mepham Sports revolved around our football team, as they continued their playoff journey last Friday with the win against Long Beach, which was basically a slip and slide, with the final score of 14-0. Dom Bello ran for a total of 85 yards and scored a touchdown. Stephen Mulqueen followed when he recovered a fumble in the end zone and scored the second touchdown for the Pirates. After both of these touchdowns, John Marco Priola was able to put the extra points through the uprights, continuing his streak of not missing one extra point all season. Best of luck to the Pirates this Friday, as they continue their playoff run against Garden City, who they haven't been able to beat in 28 years, and on top of that are looking for their first county win in 70 years at Hofstra University at 7:30. And I'm no cumulonimbus Charles, but I wouldn't worry leaving the game completely drenched, as there seems to be no rain on Friday. Sorry if I jinxed it. Anyway, we can't forget about all the athletes trying out for winter sports this week, so best of luck in tryouts. Always remember, set your goals high and don't stop until you get there. Bo Jackson. That's all for me. I'm Makayla Daube. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Makayla. I can't wait for this game and to get a nice cold soda while I'm there.
Why are you thinking about getting a soda at a football game and not some chicken and fries?
You'll see. Here's B&B's Jake Mano to introduce your next segment.
Thanks, Amanda. One submission you didn't get to see is the vlog. Gizzeth, Chavarria, and Anthony Hoffman were tasked to figure out which place has the best ice with the vlog segment.
I'm sorry about why did that happen?
We got it. Bad angle.
Hey,
Hi.
how are you?
Oh, I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. So I have a question. I like ice. Do you like ice?
I love ice.
Man, what they do to Greg?
Hey guys, so our first stop here in the mall is Haagen-Dazs. Do you guys have ice? They have just ice.
Thank you.
Look at this cup.
Is it cold? Is the ice cold?
It's cold, guys. I like it. It's okay.
I'm gonna give like a 3.5.
Also rate the ice at 3.5. Haagen-Dazs, 3.5 ice. Second place that we're going to try ice from, the Little Beat. No? Okay, is it cool? Okay. You guys have ice? Guys, we secured ice from Arby's.
Somebody got it wrong.
Excuse
It's not Arby's, it's Charlie's.
I'm vegetarian. I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 5.
I'm gonna give it like 3.5 though, because in the drink it's not gonna be as nice.
Thank you. Got our ice.
Really, really good. I'm gonna like a 4.5.
This is good. I rate this a 4 as well. Hey guys, we're at our very last stop, the Purple Flamingo.
We're gonna see if we can try their ice.
So let's go.
So, by any chance, could I just get like a cup of ice?
Yeah. Come back here. I'll show you. So right here is our ice machine. This machine makes the best ice in town.
Why do you think that?
This machine is from Texas, and anything in Texas is the best. So taste.
All right, let's try it. So I'm gonna give it 4.1.
I rate the ice probably 3.9 out of 5. Hey! Okay, so we're back at my house, and basically, we tried all the ices that we could find, so.
What was your favorite?
Oh! My favorite was probably the Haagen-Dazs one, only because it was so, like, beautiful. It literally looked so pretty.
Mine was, I think, the Healthy Leaf. It was really perfect hue, perfect density, so it would crush easily, and a good surface area for if you can put it in a drink. It's best for chewing, best size, and overall I think it was the best.
I really liked it too, but I don't know, I feel like Haagen-Dazs was so perfect. Honestly, it was prettier, so. Those are our takes on it, so yeah, what do you think? What's your favorite ice so far? Bye! Yay. This is Gizzeth and Anthony.
Yeah.
Very well done to both of you. And I can't wait to taste who has the best ice for myself. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Now it all makes sense why you want to try the ice.
Yeah, you really had no idea where I was going with that.
No idea. But when you are at the game, would you mind telling me how the ice is?
Of course. Until then, I'm Amanda Ali.
And I'm Jacob Sarduy, and we'll see you all next midweek.
# slay.
Oh my God. Never again.
Jacob.
Never again.